my little sister, Emma, got the doll on her 8th birthday. It was old, dusty, and honestly looked creepy from the moment I saw it. Pale, cracked face, long black hair, tiny blue dress, one eye slightly larger than the other. Mom said it came from an antique shop outside Chicago. The owner apparently told her the doll was special. I remember laughing when she said that. A week later, I stopped laughing. At first, small things happened. Emma would leave the doll sitting on her bed before school. But when we came home, it would be somewhere else in the room. Once near the closet, another time facing the window. Mom blamed Emma. Emma blamed me. But I knew neither of us touched it. One night around 2 a.m., I woke up thirsty and walked past Emma's room. Her door was slightly open. That's when I noticed the doll. It was sitting in the hallway, facing my room. I froze, I swear. Before that moment, it had been inside Emma's room. I slowly picked it up. The doll felt strangely warm. I threw it back onto Emma's bed and went to sleep, trying to convince myself Emma probably carried it around earlier. The next morning, Emma looked terrified. "She was watching me last night," she whispered. I laughed nervously. "It's a doll, Emma." "No," she said quietly. She moved. That night, rain hammered against the windows while Mom worked late shifts at the hospital. It was just me and Emma all alone. Around midnight, the power went out. The entire house dropped into darkness. Emma immediately grabbed my arm, then we heard it tap, tap, tap coming from upstairs. Slow footsteps. We both stared toward the ceiling. "Mom?" I called out. No answer. The footsteps stopped. Then something rolled across the floor upstairs. Emma started crying. I grabbed my phone flashlight and forced myself toward the stairs. The hallway upstairs felt freezing cold. Every door was closed, except Emma's bedroom. Her door slowly creaked open by itself. Inside the room, the flashlight beam shook in my hand. The doll was sitting in the middle of the floor. But that wasn't the worst part. Its head was turned toward the doorway. Toward me. I know what I saw. Its head had not been facing that direction before. Suddenly, my flashlight flickered. For 1 second, the room went dark. And during that second, I heard a child whisper, "Don't take her away." The flashlight came back on. The doll was closer. Not by much. Just a few inches, but enough. Enough to make my stomach drop. I grabbed Emma and ran downstairs. We locked ourselves in the kitchen until Mom came home at 3 a.m. Mom thought we were imagining things. Until the next morning. The doll was sitting outside her bedroom door, facing inward, as if it had been watching her sleep. Mom finally agreed to throw it away. That afternoon, she drove to a dumpster nearly 10 miles away and left it there. That should have been the end of it. But 3 nights later, Emma screamed from her room. We ran upstairs, and there it was, sitting on the chair beside her bed, mud covering its tiny shoes, like it had walked all the way back home. That same night, we noticed something we'd never seen before. Words stitched inside the doll's dress. Tiny faded letters. It said, "She only moves after midnight." The next morning, the doll was gone. Mom searched the entire house. Police even checked after Emma refused to sleep anymore. Nothing. It completely disappeared. That was 6 years ago. Last month, Emma moved into her college dorm. While unpacking her boxes, she called me crying. Hidden beneath her clothes was the same doll, waiting, smiling. And this time, both of its eyes were the same size.